Let's Keep It a Buck is active, bro. So for those who don't know, we went to Dreamcon. All right, hosted by RDC. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we went home Monday. A lot of shit happened. A lot of great things happened. A lot of difficulties happened as well. It was the trip I expected it to be. I ain't gonna lie. It was gonna be hectic. It was gonna be hot. It was gonna have some fun. It was gonna be a special weekend for good or for bad. And that's exactly what happened. First of all, I want to say this, man. Shout out to RDC. I want to shout out RDC for the weekend, the whole convention. Cause I know there's a video going around about canceling Dreamcon, this, that, and the third, and we'll get into it on Thursday. Because, listen, man, we do got a lot of things to talk about, and I don't want to speak on everything on this stream. But all I gotta say about that shit is, like, you try putting on that con. Like that ass. Like that ass. I think a lot of people are speaking from a perspective of a consumer, which is fine. I think both perspectives are needed in these conversations. And I'm not gonna sit here and say she had no right to feel the way that she did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna go that far. But all I'm gonna say is, you try putting on a convention of 20,000 people. 20,000 people. Try to make that shit work for a whole fucking weekend. Schedule all these events at all these different time blocks. Try to get all these guests in. Get the production on point. Get everything on point. Make sure everyone is happy. Make sure everyone is safe. This, that, and all of the things that go into making a convention. If I asked you to do that shit, you wouldn't even know where to fucking start. So, again, the convention was not perfect. Okay? I understand the frustrations of other people. And I also understand from a consumer, we wouldn't let Apple get away with the shit that RDC got away with. But in the same token, we low-key should, because again, this is really the first time. Like, last year they had 5,000 people. That shit jumped up to 20,000 people. That's a big-ass jump. I'm not gonna lie. So if they know this is the crowd moving forward, they will move forward accordingly. All right? So next year, I expect them to be better. And nothing but better, man. But yeah, man, it was a fantastic weekend. In my opinion, this was the first event I've ever gone to as a creator with the most like-minded people. Being around the most like-minded people. Like, that ass, everything I'm interested in, you go to that convention, it's a bunch of motherfuckers that share the same interests as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole combination. And especially living in Massachusetts, you don't get that a lot, all right? I'm gonna be honest, you don't get that a lot. The dudes who like anime, like rap, like basketball, like, that whole circle of W or L creators, you just don't get that shit in Massachusetts. And even if you do live in the big cities and states, to that degree, you're still not gonna get that. You're still not gonna get that, bro. So it was fun. It was fantastic. I got to see a lot of creators that, I've been talking to for years now. For years. But I never got to actually meet. So it was great actually meeting these creators and these people that I've been talking to for years in person and spending a whole last weekend with them. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a Discord VC. It's not just a Twitter space. It's me and you seeing eye to eye, seeing you in person. Yo, was good type shit. Let's have a good time. And it was fantastic. And to me, that was the biggest and my favorite part about the weekend was just putting faces to names and seeing the people that I talked to online in real person to that degree. Because even right now, there's 196 motherfuckers in here. To me, okay, it's like I see y'all in the chat, but it's a metric. Like, I see 196 people, and that's it. But even seeing like 30 to 40 of y'all in person consuming our content, interacting with us is a crazy experience. I think it just puts all the hard work that a lot of us creators put into perspective. You know what I'm saying? We see all these numbers every day, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. And because we're so focused on making content, we're so focused on getting to the bag, we're so focused on optimizing this, that, and the third, we kind of lose sight of there's thousands of people watching us on a regular fucking basis. On a regular basis. And what we saw at Dreamcon was even just a percentage of that. What we saw at Dreamcon was just a percentage of that. That was 1-2%. So I don't know. It just really, if anything, it humbled me. It put into perspective all the work that I put in, and it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Specifically, the Let's Keep It a Buck community. You know, I love the community that we've built. You know, it's a very fun community. Everyone, I wouldn't say everyone gets along because, you know, we got some inner beefs. But, you know, we had a hoop session. Let me show it on Instagram. We had a hoop session that Sunday. And this was everyone there at the tail end of it. We was there for 3 hours. This was everyone that was there at hour 3. When we got there, I ain't gonna lie, they had a seating area. There was 50 motherfuckers just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? 50 motherfuckers just sitting there. I think we peaked at 100, 120. It was crazy. It was crazy. We had 3 courts rented out. We was hooping. We was having a lot of fun. Just chilling, just vibing. This was really the get together for the community at the end of the convention. You know what I'm saying? This was us at the pod. The pod should be coming out today. All the footage is, Phobia should be editing it relatively soon. I met Chris. Shout out to Chris. We had to, pull over, take some pics with him, type shit. Couple other flicks. You know what I'm saying? Chiseled Adonis was there. Shout out to Chiseled Adonis. Tevin was there. Shout out to Tevin. Aim. Shout out to Aim. Click was there as well. I didn't have a dedicated picture with Click, but Click is right there. You know what I'm saying? It was just a very fun weekend, bro. It was just a very fun weekend. And again, I can't, spend the whole stream talking about DreamCon because we are going to talk about it a lot on Thursday. But all I got to say is deadass from the bottom of my heart. And I do like to say this as much as possible, but I don't want to spam it every fucking stream. Thank y'all, bro. Deadass, thank y'all, man. I ain't going to lie. I want to thank everyone that supports everything that me, Let's Keep It a Buck, even the people we're adjacent to. I appreciate all the love that y'all give to us because we do work hard. We can have all these arguments of do content creators really work hard, but I'm glad that we're able to do this thing that we both enjoy and give y'all some enjoyment in your lives. I met a couple people this weekend that walked up to me and said yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was going through some tough times, but your podcast always put a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Souls and Sage. Y'all funny as fuck. When I have a bad day, I watch Souls and Sage, and y'all somehow, some way make me laugh every time. And I hope I can continue to do that for you guys. I hope I am doing that for you guys. The haters will be the haters, man. But I ain't gonna lie. After this weekend, I'm on some they already low-key didn't matter. But after this weekend, it's on some the love outweighs all the hate. And that too. I think as content creators, it's so easy to focus on the hate and the comments and all these other things going on. But when you look at even a tweet of mine where I get 4 replies calling me fat, calling me a fraud, calling me a dumbass, this, that, and the third, that's out of 50,000 views and 300 likes. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it really put a positive light on everything that I'm doing. So I appreciate y'all, deadass. With that being said, though, we do got a couple basketball things I want to get through. Shout out to the 243 in the building. Shout out to the 243 in the building. I believe we got a super chat as well. Shout out to Persian. I don't know why Les deleted it. I'm gonna pull it back up. Was it really that bad? I'm kind of scared now. Shout out to Persian though for the $10. I'm gonna go ahead and field some questions that you guys have though from the weekend, because I know a lot of y'all have been seeing the tweets. We've been tweeting like crazy since last night, since I released all them pictures. I got the IG post going. I know a lot of people knew we was gonna be there at the weekend. So, damn, I can't even see what it was, bruh. That's tough. Was it really that bad? God damn. Les deleted it on accident. He said his phone was messing up. All right. Do you know what it was? Regardless, though, hey, shout out to Persian for the $10 though. Shout out to Persian for the $10. And not too much on Les. I think he just fucked up. But let me go ahead and field the questions. If y'all got any questions for me, all I asked was, were y'all potting for real? Yes, I ain't gonna lie, we were potting for real. The podcast was actually hectic as fuck. I guess that's the let me start there. The actual podcast was hectic as hell. All right, for those who don't know, we were scheduled. We had a time block scheduled for 6 to 8 p.m. Central. We all got there at 10. All right, our plan was to eat and go to the convention center, chill, and then go into the podcast. We then get to the room we were supposed to do the podcast in. And I ain't gonna lie, this is where I see the frustrations with Dreamcon not being prepared. We've been in contact with them. Number one, the person we've been contacting just kind of stopped a week before Dreamcon when we had a couple questions that needed to be answered. Number one. Number two, they told us they was going to provide some equipment. So I was like, okay, what equipment can you guys provide? Yeah, we got an audio mixer. We got a couple mics. We got a table for y'all. Some seats. That's it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But even from just the way they've been communicating, I was like, okay, we need to come over prepared. So I brought my Rodecaster on the plane. I brought 2 mics. I bought some XLR cables. I brought my laptop with me because I knew I just had this feeling like, yo, the equipment is not gonna it's not gonna be everything that we need. It's not gonna be everything that we need. So we pull up to the set. First of all, it's a room in the corner of the convention, which really ultimately wasn't a problem because of the schedule. People, flocked in. Even a couple podcasts like maxed out the venue. We get to the set. The equipment they give us was a table. Okay, fine. Seats. Okay, fine. It was near an outlet. Okay, we can work with that. They gave us a XLR audio interface. Okay, audio interface. The mics. Chat, you would expect if I gave you a XLR interface, you would give us XLR mics. Chat, tell me why the mics they provided was Blue Yetis. Chat, they gave us 4 Blue Yetis that we had nothing to plug into. I'm being I'm being dead ass. Unless we had a PC with 4 USB, like it wouldn't even work. Like I'm dead ass thinking, like how would this shit work? How would the crowd hear us? So with 4 hours remaining, like 3 hours remaining, we left Dreamcon. We went to Best Buy and Guitar Center. That was like 30-40 minutes away. We got 2 big ass speakers. When I tell you these were like 5 feet tall speakers, like the big ass JBL speakers that be like standing up like this. Well, technically they weren't both JBL, but one Sony, one JBL. Went to Best Buy, did that. All right. Went to Guitar Center, got us some cables. We had to buy 2 more mics off of our own money so that we can all have 4 mics just for this 2-hour set. Did that. got all the cables that we needed. And then Damo, for those who was keeping up with Damo, he missed his flight. Damo missed his flight because apparently, and it wasn't on some, he overslept, he got to the airport too late. Well, technically he did. But apparently he was waiting at TSA for an hour and a half and ended up missing his flight. So he had to rebook his flight, and he got to Austin at like 5:30 p.m. Like, they landed at 5:30. For those who have been on a flight, you know, landing at 5:30 does not mean you're going to be up and ready to be picked up at 5:35. You're really going to be ready to be picked up at 6 p.m. If I'm being completely honest with you. With getting everyone off the plane, bathroom breaks, making calls, walking to baggage claim and ground transportation, that's really an extra 30 minutes. Okay? That's really what that is. So we had to Uber Damo from the airport to the convention center when we started at 6. Damo came in an hour in. Sage had to pick him up, so he missed like the first half of the pod. It was hectic. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna go into the technical difficulties, but we made it work though. We made it work. And let me just say this. And this is what I'm talking about with like putting faces to people. Like IRL content creation is so much different than just sitting in front of computer screens all day. Chat, I ain't gonna lie, it was very weird doing a podcast with 40, 50 motherfuckers standing up and staring at you. Because the way the shit was set up, and y'all will see it on the pod, we were sitting at a table, and everyone was standing up staring at us. And I'm like, I got through it fine. But I'm sitting here like, let's just say this the mic. Oh, so y'all just staring at me. Oh, so y'all just so y'all just waiting for me to talk. Like it's and no, there was literally like, he said no seat accommodation. There was like 2 small ass couches, like benches in the room. People had to like carry them over. It was essentially a desk, and everyone just had to stand up. That's what it was. That's what it was. But honestly, even through all of this, even through all of these difficulties, and you will see when the video comes out, we still had a lot of fun. We still had a lot of fucking fun. We retained like, I'd say 30 to 40 people watching a podcast throughout the whole set. Hala and Sheik came through at some point. Tevin was there at the beginning. Click and them was there at the beginning as well. And we just had a good time. We potted. You know, it was more Q&A heavy. We wanted to get the audience involved so they wasn't just staring at us. I forgot his name, but some dude that watches the pod was, you know, he made some rap music. We played his song. Crowd, like, it was legitimately good. It was legitimately good. And it had the crowd jumping. I ain't gonna lie. And it wasn't just guys. We had some women in there. They was jumping for real. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me go ahead. But yeah, to answer your question, Persian, we was potting though. We was definitely potting. Was it you? If it was you, shout out to you. Shout out to you, my guy. I don't know if it's you though. You could be just lying up your ass. But will there be a Let's Keep It a Buck podcast tonight? Yes, but it's not going to be, well, we might premiere it. But it's not going to be a live, though. It's not going to be a live. Did y'all say anything cancelable? Nah, I don't think so. Okay. Y'all will see. It's not cancelable, though. We was talking about, there was a conversation about, like, would you ever call your girl a bitch? In any way, in any fashion. And I essentially said, like, yeah, me and my girl say it to each other in like a playful way. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know if Omar was gassing it and wanted to be obtuse about it, but it was like, no, that's crazy. You call your girl a bitch? And I'm just like, all right, you are dragging it to the nth extent, okay? Um, like it would be just on like, I don't know. She said, "Hey, that Jonas Brothers album was going crazy," and I'd be like, "All right, bitch," like type shit. And then she called me a bitch back, like it's, you know. Yeah, Andrew gets it. Like it was just on this type of timing, bro. Like it was. I don't like. I don't know. It is what it is. Shout out to the 293 in the building, by the way. Shout out to the 293 in the building. Listen, what we're doing right now is just fielding any questions that y'all had about the DreamCon weekend, because I know a lot of people had a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying about the weekend. So, if this is Mon, if that was you, shout out to you, bro. You know what you did. I think we saw you at the after party too. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you. Let's see. You going to the next DreamCon? Absolutely. I think next DreamCon should be much better. Now that we've actually gone to DreamCon and know what to expect, next year is going to be much better. We're going to make sure we got the right badges. I think looking back, we didn't even need to buy badges, to be honest with you. Omar just needed to make a couple calls. I may have needed to make a couple calls. And we should have been straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally all we needed to do. So that was like $300 wasted right there. I think we're also going to get there a day earlier. Especially, I don't know what the fuck is going on with flights lately. But throughout this whole weekend, in some way or fashion, me, Sage, and Damo had to rebook our flights because of one thing or another. Now, I did look it up. Apparently, it's because a lot of flight carriers, Delta, American Airlines, and all these other airlines. I don't know why I said carriers. All these other airlines are understaffed. TSA may be understaffed as well. But just to save the hassle, we need to come there the day before everything starts. Just so if this motherfucker has a 3-hour delay, we should be good. If this motherfucker has a 8-hour delay, we should be straight. Because we just, this is just a whole day spent just getting there. So we shouldn't have to go through that again. Again, just making the right calls. I think in terms of the production staff, and shout out to Cruz and Dre. Because, they did the best that they could. We need some dedicated video guys and dedicated photo guy, like dead ass. That's something we need to do. But yeah, man. Yeah. We're definitely going to the next DreamCon, and we already have a couple of events and other cons that we're looking to go to in the next couple of months. So be on the lookout for that. We're not just gonna be at home all year and then waiting for DreamCon and that's it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, all the pictures that we took, man, it was just fun. It was just fun, man. Like I didn't want it. I didn't want to, be on some ego shit, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like a celebrity out there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. But that ass might be the only event where I feel like a celebrity for real. Like getting stopped every, couple of minutes for a picture. It's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling like that. Shout out to Jaden Flow for the $5. Who would you say had the best interaction with that you never met before? Love the live streams. In terms of people that I've never met before, I mean, I've never met Click, and when we pulled up, it was on some chill timing. You know what I'm saying? Our groups were together for a majority of the weekend, so shout out to Click. But in terms of like someone that I don't even talk to on a regular basis, we saw TK at one point, and it was on some cool shit because he was on the pod recently. Tevin, we don't really talk that much, but we be interacting a lot as well. Tevin was on some cool last timing as well. Chiseled Adonis, I wasn't there when he did the pod, so I truly have the least connection with him. But you know, we had fun with him as well. We saw Chris there. Oh, we saw Kai as well, like that Friday. You know what I'm saying? I should have got a picture, but damn, definitely should have got a picture. But we saw Kai as well walking to the convention center with like one security guard and Chris, his cameraman. And like he wasn't really getting mobbed for it. Like it was kind of crazy. I thought Kai would be getting mobbed like shit, but maybe we just caught him at the right time. He said not Bsolz with emotion. I ain't gonna lie. I did find out this weekend that your boy has a little bit of motion. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, your boy got a little bit of motion, alright? Alright? It's not nothing crazy, you know? But I feel like I need to flex my motion a little bit. That's all. Let's see. Shout out to Click with 2 mil. I don't know who this is, but that's a crazy inside joke, bro. Did Click say? I don't know who said it, but did it smell? Did it smell? It didn't smell crazy. I will say that. It didn't smell crazy. Now, in some of these crowds, though, when it really got crowded, yeah, you could smell something. I ain't gonna lie. And I also say this. When you did smell some shit, it wasn't just the men, okay? Some of the women, it was also smelling kind of crazy. So, not too much on the men. But, like, when it's, like, an open area, though, like, shit is, there was too much space for you to smell shit. You know what I'm saying? So, we was chilling, though. We was chilling for real. It was definitely some musty motherfuckers in there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was always the cosplay dudes, weren't they? Type shit. You know? Let's see. What was the best part of the hoop run? At least for me, it was just seeing all these people that support us in person. That was the best part about the hoop run. But also just the hoops, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know? Some good runs happening. Now, me personally, I really only played one game. Now, why I only played one game? The reason was, let me just say this. I told y'all I'm not playing fives. Me and Damo, we were like, yo, we're not playing fives. We are not built for this. But when we got there, we was like, all right, let's just get shit going. All right, let's just get some fives courts running. So we played fives for like an hour. And then we went to two threes courts and then one fives court. And then me and Damo, essentially, we only got one running. Now, I will say, we won. You know what I'm saying? The footage will come out. I'm not going to say I dominated, but I definitely did my part in my game. You know what I'm saying? The part. Type shit. But, you know, Sage also won. We all won. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Will. I think... Yeah, Will was there. I remember who Will was now. Man, Damo was playing. Hey, the one game Damo played, that motherfucker was going crazy. Listen, if you want to see the footage, go ahead and get that membership on Let's Keep It a Buck. No cap. Not even on some promo shit. We recorded too much footage for y'all to miss out. And I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of shit happened. We got some footage from an after party as well. A lot of y'all, dead ass, y'all don't want to miss out. Like I'm being so serious. Y'all don't want to miss out. Did you and Damo Jr. have the 1v1? No, we didn't. No, we did not. And I was disappointed. Because the crazy thing is, number one, I didn't know I was hooping up with Dwayne. I just heard Dwayne say I was an easy lick on a Twitter space. That's all I heard. We get there. And I ain't gonna lie, Dwayne was with us the first 2 days. The first 2 days, there was even one time we pulled up to a spot to eat at for dinner. And I swear to God, Dwayne came in there like an NPC character. Yo, it was good, y'all. I'm like, what? Who texted you? Like that ass. Who? Like, we knew the living situations too. And we was like, How the fuck did you get here, Dwayne? He was there also at our Airbnb that first night. So we saw Dwayne. And then comes Sunday. Now, he did DM me, and he told me why. I'm not going to say it in public. But, yeah, man, Dwayne just didn't show up on Sunday, like dead ass. Just did not show up on Sunday. So, yeah, man. Yeah, that's what happened. Shout out to the 308 in the building. Shout out to the big 308 in the building. I think I'm going to stop the Dreamcon talk there. But, yeah, listen. This picture right here is going to be a special one, man. Like, dead ass. You know? I think this is going to be a memorable one. I think this is going to show the start of a something great, you know? It dead ass felt like we left there and we was like, okay. We're just getting started. Chat, I ain't gonna lie. Chat, the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast has really been going on for like 3 years now. Listen, I've been doing content creation for 6 years now, and I think the consensus was, and I can't speak for everyone, was like, oh, we're just getting started. Like, this is crazy. So, these are the heights we can reach? Nah, this is crazy. So, listen, man, I'm excited for the future.